So here I am saying goodbye to my childhood home. This house is just a small bungalow, but it's been in our family for about 4 generations. My great-grandparents lived here. My grandparents lived next door, and then my parents raised me here, and then we moved away to St. Thomas when I was about 16. The house has sat vacant for many, many years, and my grandma finally decided that she wanted to sell it. But I guess it just kind of feels very interesting for me, because I've always liked living out here in Belmont, and I just always imagined that I would come back. And the people who have purchased it are just going to tear it down. And to me, it's just very hard to think of it not being here. I've always felt like this house was my home when no place else in the world was. So now I'm gonna have to figure out what life is going to be like without it. I guess more than this just being a silly house to me, I sort of think a lot about what this all means for me. How I have this inability to set down roots any place, and how I just always want to run away from everything. And I mean, I question, I'm almost 35 years old, and I still live in an apartment, and why wouldn't I want to buy this house, and why wouldn't I want to live in it? And I think the fact of the matter is that I don't know. I just like my lifestyle the way it is, and I love being able to travel and doing all these really neat things with theater. And I don't know, I don't think I can change that lifestyle that easily. It's one of the main reasons I've never had kids either. But what I just really question is what sort of life do you have if you never put down roots? Is it still a life worth living? The hardest part for me is that I know this is just some silly little bungalow. But if you knew what it was like to live here, if you knew what it was like to sit there on a hot summer day and watch the breeze blow in through the trees, and just how beautiful it is. And to me, it's just the most beautiful sight in the world. And I just feel like I'm never going to have a place that I can call home that's going to be home to me. In the summertime, I used to sit out here on the front porch, and I converted it all into a library. I used to play the library game, and I spent hours and hours sitting looking out this window, pretending I was a librarian. What an odd child I was. And I feel like when I get too close to people or to places, I just have to run away. And I just got to get to a point in my life where I stop running. Because if you never make attachments to anybody, then when you die, how will you be able to say that you truly lived? I just can't believe that I'm never going to have a chance to be here again and step on these floors, because I always thought that this is the place that I would come and be married and have my children. And now it's gone. And I was completely helpless, and I just watched it happen and didn't do anything to stop it. And I know it's just because of fear. And I just have to get myself past that point. I can't let fear rule me, because if it does, I'm never really going to be living, am I?